And we are live. Okay. Surprise Nintendo Direct. I guess the Switch, the original Switch, has a little bit more life in it before we get our big Switch 2 blowout. And yeah, a little bit of a last minute production here. But of course, we are going to have to do a bingo card here. A lot of rumors, a lot of possibilities, but also kind of pretty pretty vague. As you can see, my free space is video games. I think the one thing we can all safely agree on. There was some conjecture about the Sakurai tweet in the thumbnail, because there was a tweet where he quote tweeted the direct and said, "Well, well, well." Now I'm seeing people are saying he just tweeted recently again saying, "I can't tweet so carelessly." So probably nothing Sakurai related, which will influence my bingo card here. Um, the biggest rumor I've heard so far, I think, is probably this Kirby. Whoa. This Kirby Robobot remaster is supposed to be a thing. Yeah, which actually makes me pretty excited. That's like one of my favorite Kirby games, to be honest with you. That would be kind of sick. Seems odd that they would just skip over Triple Deluxe, but personally, I think Robobot is a little bit better. So that would make me pretty happy. I'm trying to think. For this one, I'm just going to put DK. I know we just got the Returns remaster, but something is telling me we haven't seen the last of DK. They've been doing a lot of DK related remasters and re-releases and stuff, so seems like could potentially be trying to, build up the IP, regain some interest in the IP. Not that DK was ever super insanely dormant, but as far as like a brand new core entry, Tropical Freeze, right? A long time. Although you would assume it would be a retro if it was a DKC game, and they're obviously. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this might come back to bite me, but no, a negative prediction here. I'm gonna say no Prime 4. That seems like it's too much of an obvious tie-in with the mouse controls of the Switch 2. So I imagine probably they would save it for that. I could see them talking about it a little bit if it's a cross-generational title, which also wouldn't shock me, but I'm gonna say we don't see any Prime 4. Um what else we got? What else we got on the docket? I'm trying to think through what's been going on recently. Pokemon, they usually do in their own stuff. Uh, Man, it's such like an odd middle period for Nintendo stuff right now that it's kind of hard to say. Because everything I want to say, everything that I feel like it's time for, it feels like it would be Switch 2. I'm gonna say, uh, hmm. People have been talking about GameCube stuff on the Switch Online, and to me that seems a bit premature, even though it would be awesome. Just because they're still pretty like primed and ready to sell re-releases of GameCube games on the Switch, um, albeit in a remastered, touched-up form. Um, i.e. the 1,000-Year Door and such. So I'm going to say no. NSO, GameCube. Might end up with more like predictions in the negative here to like not see stuff. Man, I don't know. Oh, whoops. Whoa. I'll go out on a limb and say, okay, let's make some safe bets here, just to fill out the board. You know what's going to happen. There's going to be some farming. In some form or fashion, there's going to be some kind of farming. Maybe or maybe not mixed in with some form of RPG light element. But definitely some farming simulating going on. I'm going to go ahead and say I feel like they're going to plug Xenoblade X because that just dropped. I don't know if maybe they'll just do like a little sizzle reel promoting it, or promotion, or some minor DLC something. Yeah. Seems like such a recent drop to just totally not mention it at all. Nothing about Mario Kart. That's obviously the launch game for. We'll be seeing that next week. 3D Mario is definitely something you'd have to save for next week. If that was in the pipeline, that would definitely be something they're trying to get people to buy the new system with. Let me see. I'm trying to think third party. Is there anything in the main in terms of third party? I feel like, I don't know. We don't know much. What could we possibly see? What would be fun to see? What haven't we seen in a while? Yeah, this is truly a last minute production. Let's see how. Let's check in on the actual. Direct here. We got people saying Silk Song, people saying, oh, Fire. Oh, yeah, okay, that's another thing people have been heavily talking about. I forgot about that. The Fire Emblem remake of, I think, Fire Emblem 4. I've been hearing that a lot. Not that rumors are always correct, but when it's something just completely random like that, like, and you just hear it over and over and over again, it would lead me to believe that there's some kind of like basis. Not the biggest Fire Emblem fan, so I haven't, tried to source that rumor to its, origin, but Fire Emblem remake. Splatoon, arms, legs, shoulders, knees, and toes. What about Wario? What about I'm gonna. What are these teams doing? I'm trying to like really. Okay. For Mario, I'm gonna say some kind of spin-off. I'm trying to place in my mind maybe a sports game. Although, see, I don't know. It's like everything that feels. We're entering strange territory here, right? I genuinely feel like, given that the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, that helps, where it's not really like wasting, quote unquote, the software to kind of strand it on the previous Switch, and have it be a native Switch 1 release, because obviously people will still be able to play it on the Switch 2, but I feel like early on getting a lot of exclusive content onto that new machine is going to be really, really, really key to getting people to kind of pull the trigger and make the jump. Because, especially just because, like, superficially it is so similar to the Switch, I feel like it's going to be even more imperative than if it was some kind of clearly distinct kind of thing, you know what I mean? Kind of treading, although, okay, the Switch, I think, is a much more, we're in a good, healthy Nintendo spot. This is not a Wii U situation as far as the Switch 2 goes. I just can't even imagine that remotely happening. Although I will say, I think it's a little odd that they're doing this direct last minute. That they would just come out of the blue and announce this. When we were all kind of waiting with bated breath for the direct next week to talk about the Switch 2. Seems a little bit messy and confused. But, you know, leave it to Nintendo to do some confusing stuff right around the really important launch of a new console. Someone's saying, hold on. Someone's saying, hello, how are you? Have you eaten yet? Have you had some water? Yes, I've had some coffee. My belly's full. Thank you for your concern for my well-being, Yosoleth TV. What else could we possibly be looking at? It's hard to say. I mean, I feel like just throwing out some, like, completely random stuff with no basis. Stuff I'd like to see. I'll probably just be completely wrong. Could this be where we get a new, could we get a Rhythm Heaven? I could be super safe and just say, like, revival of some kind of dead IP. I'm quite glad. Well, thank you. Rhythm Heaven. It's been a little bit since the last WarioWare game. I feel like it would be a pretty quick turnaround for Rhythm Heaven. I feel like there's, like, a pretty renewed, like, people talk about Rhythm Heaven, rightfully so, in, like, pretty high esteem. Maybe they would pick up on that and make something. I don't know. And that seems like something they would feel pretty comfortable just pushing out on the Switch 1, unfortunately, and not really having to rely on it. Did I spell rhythm right? I don't even know. See, Kid Icarus Uprising HD. Again, mouse controls would have to be, like, the precedent for that. So Switch 2. I don't know. Something tells me that this direct is actually going to be pretty sweet. I'm wondering, like, what the whole prerogative is behind it. Like, is this sort of like, okay, we're about to announce the next thing, so we want to sort of shower the old piece of hardware with a bunch of good news so that people don't feel like they're being left in the dust? Is this, like, just totally random? Is this some sort of third-party obligations that they had to get stuff out? I'm going to say heavy third-party presence, because I feel like that would make sense. I heard some people saying that, and that makes a lot of sense, that, like, if you had some contractual obligations with companies to sort of promote certain games in a Nintendo Direct, prior to, you know, moving on to the next console, you could have to kind of throw together a direct to get that out of the way, and not leave those partners feeling kind of burned. Heavy third-party presence in general. Man, I don't have too many predictions. I wish I wish I could be more heads up to do this. I might be left in a situation where it's actually physically impossible for me to get bingo. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. This should also be a free space because they kind of already said this, but I don't care. Switch to not even mentioned or referenced or even acknowledged at all. It's as if it doesn't even exist. It's not even an offhanded mention by like a narrator. It's not even. Although I'm probably going to lose this space because I imagine at the end they say, tune in next week to hear about the Switch 2 or whatever. Let's see. ARMS. I have no idea. I'm going to go out on a limb. Boo and ARMS 2. Gotta just fill this in. This is pure absurdity. I have no idea. Absolute last minute manic. What could it possibly be? Well, what I would really like to see for me, like what would potentially be announced here. It wouldn't be announced here, but some Dragon Quest 12 news would be nice. I don't think that's happening. Personally, as far as the stuff that's already on here, like new DK would have me through the roof. People are debating with the Smash thing, but now that Sakurai has kind of tweeted out saying, "Oh, I shouldn't tweet so recklessly" and stuff like that, I'm going to say no Smash. Again, that's one that's the next console. I would love to be wrong about this, but say maybe. I feel like it's too early to. Well, it's been a couple of years. Is it too early to hear about Pikmin? Something Pikmin. I don't even know if it would be Pikmin 5. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say some kind of collection of old titles. Like not a full-fledged remake or a HD remaster or something, but like just some kind of like Mega Man Legacy style collection of maybe smaller forgotten titles, weird forgotten titles. I always thought they should just translate Custom Robo V1, V2, maybe throw in the GBA game on there. I love those games, but kind of highly doubt that, even though I think Custom Robo would actually have the potential to be huge, even like nowadays. It just seems so odd that that IP wouldn't have any heft to it, given that it's kind of like, you know, the collect 'em all kind of like appeal of Pokemon. It's an awesome like 3D fighter, kind of disguised as a JRPG. I feel like it would do better now than the environment it originally released in. No NSO GameCube, Xenoblade X. Man, I'm really putting all my stock in that farming thing is the only thing I have any certainty about. Bro, Alarmo 2? Is it finally time for some major Alarmo news? Oh, well, speaking of non-actual game stuff, I think it's gonna be. I think this is kind of interesting. Mario Movie 2, probably. Mario Movie 2 teased. Maybe like the cast reveal they did the first time, which I thought was a little bit odd. That was the way they announced the movie. I remember thinking that back then, like, just kind of very like flatly, like, we're working on a movie and here are the actors that are playing all the characters. Like, it's kind of very like strange way to announce a movie, I feel. Um, Closing in 8 minutes left. There's absolutely no way I'm going to fill this out in time. Bingo. I got to give myself at least one path to bingo here. I feel like this is the safest square. Could we get... I don't know. What's even left? What's even left? It's just everything is... Zelda is totally tapped out for right now. There's no way. We just got Tears of the Kingdom, and we just got Echoes of Wisdom for both the 3D and kind of like top-down Zelda sides of things. Metroid... Obviously, we're waiting on Prime 4. Dread, I don't think, I would love to believe that we could get another 2D style Metroid at this juncture, but way too soon. Yoshi. I feel like it's been quiet on the Yoshi front. Although Yoshi, I don't know, Yoshi as far as like a standalone spin-off game might be dead in the water, unfortunately. But Yoshi standalone title? New game? Perhaps? I feel like that's one we haven't visited. Crafted World was the last one. That was pretty early on in Switch's life cycle. Which I actually kind of preferred Woolly World like a lot to I thought Woolly World was really, really cool, and then Crafted World wasn't as into that. I love good feel games for the most part. So I'd be happy to see that. Wario, Luigi's Mansion. They just did Luigi's Mansion 2, but that's a remake, possibly drum up interest in a new entry. This is madness. Mr. Mario and Luigi Mario. Is Wario's last name Wario? And if Wario and Waluigi are not brothers, is Waluigi's last name Waluigi? Well, I guess we have no precedent for that because there's no Wario Bros and no Waluigi Bros. Will Waluigi make an appearance in this Nintendo Direct? I don't know. It's too... This is like such a bizarre... I was shocked. When we first started hearing rumors about this Direct, I was kind of like, I don't know. I think people are just getting carried away, like, with excitement in the lead up to this Switch 2 Direct. But then there was like a second half of me where I'm like, this is such a bizarre move to make that it kind of makes sense. You got to expect the unexpected. I'm like looking around at like games I have, and I'm like, I don't know, Ella Bits. We're gonna get the sequel to Elabit on the Wii. New Sin and Punishment. Maybe. I don't know. I might just have to leave it with these other how many 8 squares. Just completely go into it with 8 squares open and still have faith that I'll get a bingo. Let's do, yeah, I'll do one more square in the last 4 minutes just to Metroid Prime 5. Yeah, Metroid Prime, dude. We'll get Metroid Prime 4 and Metroid Prime 5. My guesses are a bunch of third-party releases like a Silk Song. Yeah, I was thinking a lot of third-party stuff too. I do have a heavy third-party presence in general. Ace Attorney, yeah, that's, yeah. I heard people talking about some kind of even possibly like a Professor Layton. That would be cool. Silk Song, if Silk Song, I'll do it. I've lost like faith, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't think, I don't know. It feels just like, I don't know. What's going on with that game? Pokemon Go 2? Pokemon Go 2. Not Pokemon Go 2, but maybe some kind of new mobile game. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, what could they... I do feel like it's going to be either a bunch of third-party stuff or a bunch of weird stuff that is, like, outside of the core experience. But I'll leave it like this. I'll even take a risk with all this stuff. A ton of blank squares. The 3DS got a ton of first-party releases during the Switch One's life. This Direct is probably a similar case. Yeah. Kirby 2-pack with Triple Deluxe and Robobot. Yeah, dude. That would be sick. If it was both of them, yeah. Yokai Watch Go. Alright, let's switch over to the actual Direct. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I really don't know, guys. Like, I'm excited because I just have no expectations whatsoever. And, yeah, that's kind of the best way to be going in. Like, I feel like it's a very critical time, so we could be getting some exciting stuff. Niantic got sold out, I think, so maybe they have one last Nintendo developed game in the works. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. Just, I feel like it's been kind of a dry period, even though there have been. Gotta catch my economic class in 1 minute. Hope there's at least one cool thing, but I bet the real good stuff is next week. Definitely. Next week is totally different story. That's like, I'm viewing this as the appetizer. To hopefully the absolutely savory, delicious meal that will turn out to be the Switch 2. Alright. Alright. It's 10 a.m. Well, they lied. It's canceled. Not happening. It was a bluff. What are they open on? What are they open on? Oh, I'm not live. Bruh. What, Dragon Quest? They open on Dragon Quest, and and my stream got live. Okay, Dragon Quest. Yes! Alright. But I think this is just 1 and 2. These are actually amazing. That was a complete flub on my part, but these are amazing games, dude. I've been talking about this on my channel forever, if you've been around. Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Criminally underrated. This is absolute criminally underrated stuff right here. I actually think Dragon Quest 1 is even better than Dragon Quest 2. Kind of an unpopular opinion in the sense that,
Hello everyone.
let's see.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Alright. You got my attention with Dragon Quest 1 and 2. We knew it was coming, but... Oh! There goes my bingo square!
So please tune in for that as well.
Switch 2 mention.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake.
Dude, Dragon Quest 1 is so simple but so delectable and oh, it's so good.
We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Not surprised that it's obviously just, you know, using the DQ3 HD engine. Alright, batch of headlines. Lightning round.
From dire straits.
Among Us? Escape room? Some kind of a sci-fi escape room. I don't know what this is. Is this No Sleep for Kanama Date?
The Somnium Files series
Okay.
is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba.
Some kind of visual novel here?
Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet
Dragon
idol
Quest
who's
12
been trapped
thoughts?
in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
Dragon Quest 12 thoughts? We're not going to hear about that, I don't think, for a long time.
Clues hidden deep within their psyche.
This looks kind of
And solve mind-bending puzzles in an
weird.
explorable environment.
It's like escape room visual novel.
Will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Okay.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue
This is
Iris.
what Spike Chunsoft is doing now after developing the first 5 Dragon Quest games.
The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo
Now
Switch
they're
system
making No Sleep for
July
Kanama
25th.
Date. A little bit of a downgrade. Oh, dude. No way. Dude, are you serious? Dude, SMT, yeah, dude. They're localizing this?
A classic Atlas action RPG.
Yes!
With remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Oh, yeah. I'm all over this day one.
In the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his
Dude,
living as an
I'm
apprentice
all
detective.
over this. I've always wanted to
But
play this.
Unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of
It looks great.
supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point.
I would have never expected them to go back and do this. This is so sick, dude.
Is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies.
I think this is a smart choice, too, with the real-time combat. You could probably... Oh, look, Jack Frost, that irrelevant Goomba.
And their powers are
that no one's ever heard of.
Investigations.
Hee-ho!
Series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers
Digital Devil Saga remasters?
the
Yeah, dude.
capital to its core. Raido,
Give us all the Mega
the
10, bro.
mystery
Just
of
don't
Soul's
stop at the
Arm
Mega 10.
launches on Nintendo Switch, June 19th.
Give us DDS.
Pre-orders
Give us
begin
everything possible with
on
the...
Nintendo eShop.
Dude, we need Jack Bros. We need everything.
Consume darkness.
Consume the... Is this Pac-Man? Oh, it's a Pac-Man.
Memories gone. You have been summoned to a strange.
This is so odd.
where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
This is so odd.
Who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world.
It's a bit annoying it's only number 1, but not 2. Yeah, but like you said, it's the first step. They're definitely going to double dip on that and give us a second one if the first one does well.
You can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas.
I will say, as odd as this game is in terms of the aesthetic and stuff, a little bit odd. I don't hate the idea of a Pac-Man based Metroidvania. Like the parts where he's like crawling along the walls and stuff to get around is like very cute. I don't get how this. Alright, like that's funny. Jack Bros 2, first game to sell $1 Jack Frost $1 billion. Dude, unironically, Jack Bros 2 might be like my most wanted Mega 10 like fantasy game announcement. Jack Bros 1 is so underrated. If you can manage to like look at it for long enough to actually like play it with the red. Yes! Yes! Dude, Patapon! Dude! Yes! Dude, PlayStation games on Switch, dude. And one of the greatest ones. Yes! Dude. Oh man. Dude, what? Dude, these are two of the greatest games ever, dude. Patapon 1 and 2. Patapon, bro. Are you kidding me?
Patapon advances them forward.
Oh my god, dude. Yes. Patapon? Dude, and they're coming out with Ratatan, which is like the spiritual successor. Dude, Patapon 1 and 2, bro. This, yes, dude. What? Oh my god, dude. Out of all of Sony's catalog, yes, Patapon Renaissance. Like, I'm like losing my mind right now at the possibility of like Nintendo fans getting their hands all over Patapon for the first time. Dude, Patapon 2 is like literally one of the like greatest games like ever. Patapon 1 is awesome too, but it's a little bit simpler. Patapon 3, they get a little crazy where it's a little bit overly multiplayer focused. It's awesome though, but Patapon 2, dude, I can't even believe this is real, dude.
Welcome to Zephyr-Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley.
How is that possible?
This is where your new life begins.
Farming, yes. All right, Story of Seasons.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Dude, Patapon, I've never heard of these games. Dude, Patapon is like, it's a rhythm-based RPG, sort of, where like, it's like you play as like a god drumming on the face buttons of the controller along to the beat in different configurations or like orders, like Patapon will make you like your army move forward, and Patapon will make your army attack, and you can get new gear for your army and different classes for the units of your army to be, and they dance, and if you're perfectly on beat, you do better, and you enter fever, and they all sing along. It's so cute, dude. Patapon is a huge grab, and just the implications of the fact, dude, that's like a first-party Sony IP. Like, dude, we're gonna get like this totally. That's so huge just based on that alone, dude. Like,
please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Like when you think, what are we gonna get? Parappa the Rapper on Switch next? Like, is this like, this opens a whole new world? And with Microsoft opening up, what is this? What is this? This is way too serious of an opening. Okay, all right. I didn't think we would see this, but here we go. I thought I was getting the Metroid vibes. Okay.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Vuros.
Here, Samus finds a
It looks good.
with a colossal tree at its center.
Oh my god, the colossal tree in the dude, the tree of life.
In
Are
order
we?
to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve
Okay.
a path forward.
Looks like Metroid Prime. Yeah, purple Samus.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Yeah, that means Prime 4 and Switch 1, yeah. I feel like everyone was just betting on that being the obvious mouse control kind of pushing game on Switch 2, but
As she explores the planet, Samus is
New
granted
upgrades?
mysterious and ancient powers.
ooh,
Psychic abilities.
psychic abilities. Uh-oh.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms. And
I mean,
open
alright.
doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power
Bro.
of her mind.
Samus has Samus has psychic
These
powers now?
bestowed upon Samus.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know how I really Oh, this area looks beautiful. Morph ball, classic. This is cool, like the drawing lines and stuff.
And what will be her fate
Ooh.
after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time.
Giant plant boss,
Beginning to weave
Carvex.
a new tale.
Coming 2025. Samus is going on a spiritual journey. She's the... Dude, we're getting religious with Metroid. She could be an interesting... Maybe she could be an interesting Smash character now. More... Ooh, what is it? What is this? New armor?
It looks like even more.
That armor
challenges
looked
await
sick at the
Samus.
end.
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
More headlines, more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Some kind of alchemy.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest
Okay, Disney Villains
Potionista,
Cursed Cafe.
the Cursed Cafe. You'll craft concoctions for Disney villains.
Day one
To know them
purchase.
in a new light.
Day one purchase. This is what we were all waiting
Brew
for.
all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma,
Yeah, I don't know.
upgrade
I don't even know what to say about this. My mind is so blown from
potions you make
first
can
of all,
influence each customer's storylines. Different outcomes every time you
Patapon. I mean, like
Who knows
PlayStation.
what mischief
PlayStation. We're looking at entering
Disney villains
the Switch 2 era with
and
Nintendo
launches on Nintendo
completely
Switch
open and
later
possible negotiations-wise on the back end to be getting PlayStation
today.
and potentially
Spellbinding
Microsoft
adventure.
games. Like you could just play everything on your Switch. It's gonna be old games. Ooh, what is this?
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to
It's like
master
Stardew. Oh
magic
yeah,
arts.
yeah.
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals.
Harry Potter Stardew Valley.
On brooms. And learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
This will sell
Or
like
use the spells you've learned
10
to craft and
bajillion
sell original
copies.
items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together.
That's
in
cute. The flying
online
around on
co-op.
the on the broom. It does seem very cozy.
Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding
Can you wear
journey?
the sorting hat?
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto
Okay,
Nintendo
Holiday
Switch
25.
this
So far, like
holiday.
the strong third-party presence. Yes, but a lot of first-party stuff too. Action,
and
adventure, arcade.
games await.
Sizzle reel?
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity.
Ooh.
In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
Yo,
you'll
DuckTales?
explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
This looks
Upgrade your
very
trusted
nice.
game with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the
Metroidvania
enchanting world.
DuckTales?
Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds?
Yo.
Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Very nice.
Celebrate the 40th
Gradius?
anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot 'em
Yo.
up games from across the series.
Dude.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander,
Okay.
Light Force,
Okay.
Gradius 2, Gradius 3,
I just recently got into this series.
and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from
Oh, that's
different
cool. You get the
regions
multiple versions
and
too.
launch
I wish
years.
they would do Parodius.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander
Whoa.
3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th.
August
Pre-orders
7th.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Dope. I wish they would also do Parodius, because I feel like that has so much inherent appeal. Those games are just out of control, wacky. Rift of the Necrodancer? Okay.
Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global
Will there
leaderboards.
be a Zelda
Plus,
expansion
more
for
musical
this one?
mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid
Oh,
DLC.
Celeste Music Pack.
And
That's cool.
Be on the lookout
Pepino?
for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo
Very cool.
Switch
Happy to see them
later
doing so
today.
well.
Let's see what's in store.
Okay, yeah. Very
Welcome
cute.
to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection
Is it
series.
Tamagotchi?
There are
I've been saying
stores,
Tamagotchi wrong for my entire life.
Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
Very Animal Crossing coded in terms of
or with
the.
a friend, and arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12
Tamagotchi.
wonderful stores need your help.
This is super adorable.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi. Making
But yeah,
it Tom
Patapon, dude.
livelier.
Now I like want to like think about like what other like because I'm low key like also a huge like PlayStation fan in terms of like their more weird like Japanese
Set up shop.
coded
Tamagotchi Plaza
output
launches
like
on Nintendo Switch
rest in peace
June
Japan
27th.
Studio. Like, dude, if we could get some weird quirky old Pokemon. ZA.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist.
Now I don't watch the
company named
Pokemon
Sonic
Presents, so
Games
I don't know how
carrying
much of
out
this
an
is
urban
new
redevelopment plan.
that we're seeing. This is the first in-depth deep dive of this game I'm actually seeing.
People of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are
So it all just
special
takes place
environments
inside
where
of
wild Pokemon
just this
can
one
live
city. That's
comfortably, even within the
kind of
city.
cool.
You can catch Pokemon here.
I wonder if they purposely did this because the buildings being all around can keep the draw distance down and maybe help deal with some of the frame rate issues.
There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms.
Uh-oh.
highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await
The
in
ZA
battle
Royale.
zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles,
It's totally
use a
unlike
super
Pokemon
effective
to
move at the
play
right
as the
moment.
Pokemon trainer and command your Pokemon to do attacks.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
They were saying Lucario is going to get a Mega Evolution this time.
You'll start at rank Z
Or I could be
and
tripping.
work
Maybe
your
it
way
was
up to
Greninja.
rank
I
A.
don't know.
Trainers
Oh,
who
Z
reach
through
the
A.
top
Now I understand the
set to have
title.
a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What
Lucario
will
already
you
has a
find
Mega. Maybe it
on
was
your
Greninja. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I
Pokemon
played the first
Legends
four
launches on
generations
Nintendo
of
Switch later this year.
Pokemon at one point or another, but after that I'm like pretty much.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there.
There's no way.
The game you're about to see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story.
Whatever this is, I love it. If this
But
is
what it does have
yes,
is a fun
yes.
story
Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me?
See? Boop. Just press the button to
We're
jump through the
we're
hoop.
we're seriously doing Rhythm Heaven now.
It's
They're
so
going all in on Rhythm Heaven, dude. I actually put it down. I actually put it on the bingo card, and it happened. Dude,
Maybe you could try it in
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, something told me, like, dude, I've just heard too many people praising Rhythm Heaven and still having a maintained interest in Rhythm Heaven. Dude, Rhythm Heaven character for the next Smash game. We gotta do it, dude. It's time. They're doing the whole deep dive, like, alright, we gotta go through this slow
game. You might do
and show you how the game works so everybody gets it. There's no excuse. You get it. We're bringing you Patapon so that you're already in the rhythm game mood. I'm floored by this.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm
Oh
Heaven
my god.
series,
We are so back with Rhythm Heaven Discourse for Smash, bro.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
We are so back. And 2026. Alright. Is that our first 2026 confirmed?
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Why? But why?
Brand new
It's gonna
entry
be
in
out
the
after
Rhythm
the
Heaven
Switch
series.
too. I guess you can still play
It
it.
includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
And not like it needs extra hardware.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
It's so good.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Digital games?
Please take a look.
Some NSO stuff. I think I was wrong. GameCube?
With game
Oh.
cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system
Oh no.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one,
What is it?
freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Oh boy.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card.
What?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Yo. What? Bro, this is like...
Purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems,
Bro, Nintendo
check
making
the
huge
virtual
strides
game
in,
card
like,
from one and load it onto the second.
ownership over digital games?
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want. Just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
What?
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Bro, there's about to be a whole black market of
Local communication with your second system.
swap me
is
your digital
required,
game
but
card.
only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
What?
Connect to your family group members.
Dude, what? I'm shocked they would do this. You know how much money this is going to cost them in repeat games that they could have sold to families? But this is amazing.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person.
This worries me,
Lent
though,
out for 2 weeks,
in the
after
sense
which they
that
automatically return to you. Making digital games even
I wonder
easier to
if
use.
this has something to
Virtual
do
game
with
cards.
how our games are going to get transferred over to the Switch 2. That's the only thing I'm like, this seems like such a weird
Virtual
feature
game
to like,
card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
yeah,
This
yeah.
feature is planned to be added via a
Oh
system update
no,
in the
don't
game.
tell me that's the only way we could
Let's
get our
take a look
digital
at
games over
more
there.
Nintendo Switch games.
Does it matter? I don't fully get it. Like what's the I don't know. I guess I don't understand. What if I'm just using my own games? Xbox One DRM again. I'm like a little confused. High on Life here. Okay. Is this also wasn't this an Xbox game? Like or a Microsoft first party game, High on Life? The Wandering Village. King of Meat. Some kind of like Fall Guys type of thing. Lose Lagoon. Well, it's just a nice indie game. So, oh, yeah, that looks cute. Nice 3D platformer. Fantasy Life I. So if that's really actually like backwards, where it's like I didn't fully understand what the point of that is. Like, well, like
Uncover history once more.
other than the sharing between systems.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Convoluted way to
Meet
do it.
Gustav,
Only one
the
person can play it at a
royal
time.
heir,
Restricted.
and
Yeah.
Will the Explorer. 2 heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine.
I'm just
across
worried they're going to say that
generations
digital
in this
game
epic
card
RPG.
system is the only way that like all of your digital purchases you've made on your
Experience
Switch
the original
1
story,
can get
along with
transferred over to
brand
your
new
Switch
events
2.
that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
Like it almost feels like this is cool, by the way, Saga, but
Plus,
um,
team up with more characters in battle.
if they turn around and they're like it doesn't just kind of transfer over because it's a new eShop infrastructure in some way that makes it so that you can't just go in and re-download all your digital purchases on the Switch 2 and you have to do this whole convoluted game card. I don't know. I could be overthinking it, but the fact that they kind of got that out right before the announcement of the system makes me like worried about the implications of that. That seems like a very odd like. Oh, dude, Monument Valley. These games are sick. As far as like chill, almost like mobile type games, these games are sick.
Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate.
It's like being in a MC
illusions
Escher
to
like
discover,
painting.
and mystifying secrets to unfold.
These games are very cute.
In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people.
And I'm always just a sucker for puzzle games,
Monument
honestly.
Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo
Patapon just
Switch
has me through the
April
ceiling, dude.
15th.
All I could think about is like now I'm gonna have an excuse to go play like Patapon 1 and 2 all over again, and like have an easy way to recommend other people to
Help Noor
play
on her
Patapon.
journey to restore the world's light.
This is Monument Valley 3?
3, setting sail on
Very
Nintendo
cool.
Switch this summer.
Is this Mario Golf? Or regular golf? Okay. Is it Hot Shots
Brand
Golf?
new entry
Everybody's
in the
golf.
Everybody's
Wait.
Golf series is driving onto
Isn't
Nintendo
this
Switch.
also a PlayStation property?
Aim, time your button press.
Am I
choose
crazy?
right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots.
Wait. Hot Shots.
With a
This is a
single-player
PlayStation
challenge
property.
mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range
Published by
of
Sony
rivals to
Interactive
become the
Entertainment.
ultimate golfer.
Yeah, only ever. Yeah, dude, we're getting PlayStation games.
Your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf
This
that's
is
set
truly-
right par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit
Oh
the
my god,
fairway
I can't.
together
I can't even believe
or
this,
an
dude.
online
Like, can we get a Parappa the Rapper, Jammer Lammy, Parappa the Rapper
So
2
just relax.
collection?
and get ready to
Could
tee
we
off.
get?
Everybody's golf,
Oh
Hot
my
Shots
god, like
lands
there's so
on
many
Nintendo
things. I
Switch
love the like.
this year.
What did I do to deserve this, my lord? / No Heroes Allowed series. Is this TMNT? No. Ooh, whoa. Some kind of Marvel
Unite
beat 'em
some
up, I
of
think.
Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine.
The pixel art here looks pretty gorgeous, honestly, but I've never really been that into beat 'em up games, to be honest with you.
For an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2
I mean, there's so many
anytime.
things that can naturally fit on
Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your
on a
foes.
Nintendo console from PlayStation, whether it's
4
like
players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The
I mean,
battle
Loco
for the
Roco,
Marvel Universe begins when
Ape Escape,
Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
I'm just like
That was Marvel
3D dot game heroes. I don't know,
You'll
like
battle as a
read
tag team
random
of
stuff.
different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Uh-oh, let's see, last game announcement. All right, this has been a good one. Metopia? Or Tamagotchi Life? Yo, yeah, Tamagotchi Life.
How refreshing.
It looks very nice.
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
Did you want to talk?
Ah. Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we
Wow,
saw
it really has been that
on an
long.
island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
The movie.
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
I don't like that they're using the same voiceover as Sakurai.
Delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Yes.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This
What, an
is
app?
a smart device app called Nintendo Today.
Oh,
It
Nintendo
functions like a
everything.
daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and
We did
characters
put
every
mobile
day.
stuff on our list.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today
Oh,
app as
let's
well.
go.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Dude, I don't like how they use the same
Thank you
exact
for watching.
voiceover actor that they used to use for Sakurai. I don't know why I like instantly recognized that, but that really threw me off. I'm like, this is not Sakurai. This is Mr. Miyamoto. All right, that was pretty awesome. What do we think, guys? I think that was pretty sick, to be honest with you. Small things that I could see a lot of people not caring about that much, but like if you know type stuff. Dude, we got the SMT remaster, we got Rhythm Heaven, Patapon is mind blowing, and Hot Shots Golf showing that it's not just some kind of weird one-off. Tamagotchi Life. I mean, Nintendo app. I mean, this is craziness. So like. Let's see. Let me fill out. Let me see what I got on this. No Arms 2, but Rhythm Heaven. Hell yeah, baby. Collection of old titles. Yeah, Monument Valley. No NSO GameCube. Absolute bingo. Hold on.
2054 AD.
Oh, we got the Xenoblade Definitive launch trailer starting to play in the background there. No Fire Emblem Remake. When am I getting my Nintendo fridge? It was alright. That was honestly fire. DQ, SMT are all I really care about. Yeah, I mean, pretty... I could see this being a direct that's like super hit or miss. It's gonna like totally depend on like if you're into this stuff. I mean, we got more Prime 4. Psychic Samus, Rhythm Heaven. Okay, wait. All right, let me see. No DK, no Silk Song, no Xenoblade X, no Arms 2, no Kirby Remaster. We did have farming. Thank God. We did have video games. Switch 2 not even mentioned. Wrong. No Mario Movie 2. No Mario spinoff. Right? I didn't miss a random Mario spinoff in there, I don't think. No Smash. We got that. Mobile. I'm going to give myself mobile game, even though it's a mobile app. Heavy third-party presence for sure. Did not get no Prime 4. Did not get a Yoshi standalone game. No bingo, but enough squares to constitute a bingo if they were arranged in the right way. I was pretty satisfied with that. I mean, we gotta go back and watch this Patapon again. I'm like so. Like I just can't even believe. And the Gradius collection is really cool. Collection of old games. Oh, I already put. Oh yeah, I put Monument Valley. Okay.
Psychic abilities.
Psychic Samus. Where's Patapon in here?
3.
We got to see that again. I mean, I can't even wrap my mind around that. I mean, there's stuff for the Pokemon fans. There's a lot. Rhythm Heaven. It was before that. Patapon might have been way early on. Oh, it was right before story scenes. Okay, so when I saw this logo pop up, I'm like, dude, what? Yeah, we gotta go through this a little bit more
Rhythmic march begins.
frame by frame and see what's going on here. Even right here, you could already see, like, this is essential stuff. I can't even understand. Like, I can't even if I could ever go a single frame back, I should really know the YouTube.
Begins.
Like, see, there's like the different character classes that you could have and different types of Patapon soldier units that you could have in your army. Some of these are from Patapon 2.
Remasters of Patapon
Amazing, dude.
and Patapon
This art
2
style,
are
I mean,
dropping
this
onto
is
Nintendo
classic.
Switch at
Amazing music, like,
Play your
and just the fact
route
that
to the
how
beat
you're
and
doing in the
deliver
game
commands
actually
to the
affects
Patapon army. For
the
example,
music itself.
Patapon advances them forward.
It's so good. So, like, the blinking line is like the beat, and you just have to, it's like a call and response. You beat it out on the drums, and then they sing it back to you, and you stay on beat. Sony definitely doesn't view Patapon as a valuable IP. It probably doesn't, which is unfortunate because it's truly, like, super, super, super special.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
There hasn't been a new one.
Lead the Patapons
The Patapon 3, I don't even know when Patapon 3 came out. It's been, I mean, it was on the PSP, so
July 11th.
yeah, that's all I needed for my day today was Patapon, and that was pretty good. I'm gonna hop off stream because I'm actually, like, completely burnt out and tired. I can't even, my mind is like racing. Didn't get a bingo, but you know, thanks to those of you that tuned in. Play some Patapon. You can do it soon. And Rhythm Heaven back. Oh my god, Rhythm Heaven discourse for Smash is gonna be through the roof. Maybe, can we get a, I just can't even, I'll catch you later.